West side, compo, let's it's him. It's him, compo, let's compo, let's west side, compo, let's west side, compo, let's west side, compo, let's S-U-R-E-N-O, compo, S-U-R-E-N-o. If don't know now, you know K-A-M-P-O-L-E-R-O. Compo, S-U-R-E-N-o. Tonight is definitely a late night. Compo,
Sure. I got the video. It's hot.
Let's get to it. Now, here's your trap.
The haters are gonna hate anyway, and they're gonna.
Radio. Tonight is definitely a late night. What's up, homies? What's up, everybody? All my subscribers, check it out. You guys want some prison shit? I'm gonna give you some prison shit. But it's not gonna be about me. It's gonna be about one of my cellies, dope as fuck. The homie from Chiques. I'm not gonna say his name. And it's not a big deal, but I'm just going to leave it out there. If you know him, or if you're him watching, hit me up. If you know the story, then you know what I'm talking about. It's a crazy story, sad story about him. Dope as fuck. Poor dude, man. Like, the homie, he got the shit in the stick on every level. He's about my age, so that's, if everybody's wondering, like, which Chiques he's from, or who it is. Well, this is a one-of-a-kind story. So, if you know, then you'll know immediately. If not, then, I don't know, maybe you guys will ask around and see, like, who could it be? Because there's no other story like this one. So, to let you know, this is his story. And by the way, I've got a lot of stories. I've got my own. And just so you know, I can only tell so many stories. There's only so much I can say. I can't go on and on about like everything that's ever happened, everything that's happened in jail or out of jail. I can't. You know, we all know some things are left unsaid. Other things are like they might be, I don't know, cases open. Who knows? But the point is, or it might be like someone else's private business that is not to be talked about. So I just share what I can share. And so if I seem like I'm running out of stories, well, believe me, I got stories for days. But I can only share so many stories. So this one it's my celly, the homie from Chiques. And man, he had it bad. He had it real bad. Well, let me tell you his story and see what you guys think. This dude... Okay, so he's in the hood. He's like 17 years old. And he might have even been 16, to tell you the truth. I know he was young. He was a teenager. He wasn't an adult. And his boy was one of his homeboys, but was also his best friend. Well, my celly, one from Chiques, I guess he was slinging dope, and he had all the money he needed and all that. Well, his homie, his best friend, he was a knucklehead, also from there. I guess there was a store in that neighborhood. I don't know what store it was. It was like a little store. I guess some chinos owned it. And this cat didn't like them. So he went to the homie and he said, hey, I'm going to rob these motherfuckers. And come with me. You got my back, right? And my celly was like, nah, you don't have to, dog. Like fuck it. Don't even do that shit. Why get caught up? And he's like, man, because I hate these fucking chinos, dog. And he's like, nah, look. Because is it about the money? And he pulled out money, and he was like, look, cause I be slanging and shit. Like I got money, dog. Like, what you need, bro? You know, you're my boy. And he's like, nah, it ain't about the money, man. Fuck them chinos. You know what I mean? That's what he was saying, because whatever his beef was with him. He goes, you gonna leave me hanging or not? And he's like, nah, fuck it. Well, his homeboy, the one who had the beef with him, he had the strap. My celly didn't even have a gun. He just that was his boy. So he backed him up. They went into the store. They robbed the store. All right. That day, technically, his homie robbed it, but he was there. And them Chinos weren't letting that shit go easy. So they pulled out their burner and it was a shootout, like, bah, 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 bah. Well, during that shootout, one of the Chino, the owner of the store, ended up hitting, the bullet hit Marcelli's homeboy. And they went running outside. They ran outside the store, and his dog, his best friend, he collapsed right there in the street. Well, Marcelli, he was like, fuck, 'cause that's like his best friend. So he went, he's just, like I said, he was like 16, 17. And he dropped down, he's like holding him, like, nah, man, like don't die, fool, like, what the fuck? And he kept telling him, like, just, hey, get out of here, man, get out of here. Like, I don't want you to get caught up, fool. And he goes, just leave me alone. And he's like, nah, man, I'm not gonna just leave you here alone, to die. Well, while he's holding him, his boy died in his arms. That's his best friend. His best friend's a little older, maybe, I don't know, 18, 19, I don't know. But he died in his arms. And he's just a teenager, so he's not even tripping on it. And he didn't even have a gun. He was just there. You know what I mean? He was backing up his homie. The police show up. And when the police show up, they're like, they go and they arrest him. But what to his like shock was the charges were they charged him with a murder robbery. And he's like, what the fuck? Like, that's crazy because I didn't kill anybody. And technically, it's not even, I didn't even rob him, but I was there. So he was willing to take that robbery, but he didn't understand why he's being charged with murder. And if people don't know, if you're like, okay, how can I explain this? If I go and I commit a crime and I with one of you or one of my homies or whatever, and in the process or whatever of the crime, if I get killed, you get charged with my murder. Or if you get killed, I get charged with your murder, even though the other person did it. That's our stupid ass law. The law is a bullshit ass law, but it's the law. So they charged Marcelli with a murder of his own best friend. He didn't do it. And then the robbery. So he's like, fuck it, thinking, well, maybe he'll be cool. He didn't have a big record or nothing. I don't even know if he even had a record. But it was like an election year that year. So they decided to make an example out of him, and they charged him as an adult. Which is also another, like, what the fuck? He just lost his best friend who was killed. Now he's being charged as an adult to make an example. So he fought it and he lost, and they gave him basically life without, I don't know, he was life. He had an LWAP. I don't know if it's an LWAP or if it's just an L, but he definitely had life. And they charged him as an adult, but he was still a juvenile. So they sent him to, I guess, YA out there in Ventura, somewhere off the damn 101 or whatever damn YA that is that, it doesn't matter. That one. YTS, YA, whatever, the one in Ventura. So they sent him to YA, and he was like, already had to deal with, he lost his best friend. Well, while he was there, he's like, fuck that, I'm gonna escape. I'm gonna get out this motherfucker. So he told his mom, he told his brother, and he started because he knew that he would only have so many opportunities to get out. Because once you hit the pin or whatever, you're not escaping. So what he did was he started working. He started slinging dope. And every time his mom would come for visit, he would give his mom money, and he said, "Mom, I'm gonna escape, but I need some time, save up, and to buy a house for us, like in Mexico, and I'm gonna escape." And she's like, "Oh, mijo, whatever." But he's like, "Nah, Mom." And it might have took like a year or something. I don't know the exact amount of time, but he was slanging, he was making money, and he had enough money where he giving it to his mom. His mom went, I guess, bought a spot for him in Mexico, and he just had to escape. And then he set up a plan, and when he set up the plan to escape, like, he had everybody in on it. Like, they're gonna start a fight because I guess he worked in the kitchen or something early morning, and I never been there, but he explained it like there's a door in the back and he could hop a fence or something. So the last part of the plan was everything was set up. Like, he already had it set up. He had the house already taken care of, already paid for, everything. All he had to do was just get out and get there. So, man, he was a lifer. So what he did was he called his brother. And he told his brother, he said, check it out, bro. This is very important. It's all set up for like tomorrow morning, whatever morning. You have to be there. I need you to pick me up. I'm going to be out at this time. I'm going to jump the fence. I'm going to run across the freeway, whatever. I need you there. And so you pick me up and I'm gone. I'm free. And his brother said, of course. Like, I'll be there, bro. He's like, cool. So sure enough, they went to plan. And the next morning, like, he's already got the shit in the stick. You know, imagine. This dude's already doing time for like the death of his best friend. And so everything went to his plan. I guess it was early morning. And I guess two homies, they didn't start getting down, but on purpose. So when that created that diversion, when the staff or whoever was on him, this fool was out. And he like went through the doors, like jumped up a wall, hit a fence, something like that. You know what I mean? Jumped over, bang, he's free. And he made it. And he made it, hit the 101 freeway, and he's running across the freeway, whatever. And he went to the spot where he's supposed to be his brother, and he wasn't there. His brother wasn't there. He's like, what the fuck? Well, maybe he got the time wrong. So he started, like, he's like hiding and shit, whatever. And he's looking everywhere. His brother wasn't there. He's like, what the fuck? That's crazy. Because everything he did, everything he planned down to he was out. And his brother wasn't there. And he's like, what the fuck? He's tripping. By this point, or by some point, they realized he was missing. And then they hit the alarms. And now they're looking for him, right? And he's tripping out. The sun I guess it was kind of early, real early, so it was kind of dark. The sun's coming up, and now he's hiding. And I don't know what he was wearing, but something he's wearing might have been obvious that he's hiding. And now he already knew, like cars or cops were everywhere. There was helicopters looking for him. There was just people, whatever. Yeah, I guess like the calling all cars situation, right? And so it went on for hours. He was like hiding under cars, hiding behind trash cans, and he couldn't run, he couldn't get no, he had nothing. And so he was basically doing the best he could. Well, I guess he lasted out there for, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours. I don't know the exact amount of time, but they got him because he had no way to do anything. He was just kind of fucked. And they caught him. I don't remember how they caught him, but they caught him. And when they caught him, once they caught him, that changes everything. And what changed was his custody level. His chances of escape were none. Now he's like a high custody. No matter where he's at, he's going to be held. Like, he won't ever get that opportunity again. So basically that was it. And, so he's in, I guess he went back to wherever he was at. And from there, they moved him to, I guess they were sending him to prison early, I believe, because he turned 17. And he had to be about 17 at this time, because he said he ended up going to prison early, like before he was like 18, and that does happen. I've seen it. And so he ended up going to prison. He was like definitely fucking close custody, and to the point where they'll never give him an opportunity again. And so now he's just angry as fuck. But he did get a chance when he hopped on the phone. And he called his brother. His brother answered, and he's like, bro, what the fuck happened? Like, my only opportunity of freedom ever, man, you weren't there. What happened? And his brother's like, oh, I'm sorry, bro. I was partying with these hyenas, and we got all fucked up on a good one. But then I passed out, and I overslept. I'm sorry, bro. And he's like, you fucked up. All right, you fucked up. And then that was that. So needless to say, he hates his brother. He shared some stuff with me about his private feelings about him that I'm not gonna share, but we'll just leave it at that. And about his private life, I'm not gonna even go into. So he's doing time. And he ended up in Calipat. And I was tripping out because we were cellies, because he had just got out the shoot too. And we were together in Pelican Bay, but not in the shoe, in the main line. And he was real smart and real quiet and real cool. all he did was study and study and study and study. But I had asked him about the pegada that he had done in Calipat, right? And the thing is, his shit was kind of crazy because it was just a check, but he was an angry motherfucker, right? And what ended up happening was, I guess, a homie, he fucked up and he needed just like a little check, just a check. It was still good, but he needed a check. But level 4s, the checks on level 4, there ain't no rules, you know what I mean? It's like, whatever happens, happens. If you die, you die. If you live, you live. But you could be good after, but it ain't like, they're like, okay, we'll only hit him soft or do this. Well, him and then someone had to get checked, and it was like his first pegada. So he went out to yard with, I guess, a homie. They went up to this dude, and they got him a couple times. Pep, pep. Just stab, stab. And then the one he was with, that was just the check. He bounced. He like, exit stage left, and he started walking away. Well, my celly, he wasn't done. So he started to kill him a couple more times. And then he went to walk away and thought, you know what, fuck that. He went back. He stabbed this fool like 50 fucking something times. He just kept stabbing him and stabbing him and stabbing him and stabbing him and stabbing him until like his crimey at the time came in. He was like, dog, that's enough. He was like, he looked at him like, fuck you. I'm not done yet. Because he's letting out this aggression, And he kept stabbing until eventually he got caught. The homie that he was getting didn't die, but he fucked him up really, really bad. And the homies, no one was mad at him. They're like, damn, fool, like, why'd you stab him so many times? Because I don't know, I was just angry. You know what I mean? But it's crazy because he's such a good dude. And he's really, like, nice, quiet. Like, the way he carries himself is dope as fuck. He's very smart. And he just, like, but inside, he's, like, really, really angry. And, like, I hope he's watching this. I hope that one of the homies from Chiques, they know who I'm talking about. And, like, in the comments or whatever, I was talking to a homie. In the comments, shout out to you, from Chiques. And he said, which one is he from? And I'm like, I don't know. I know his name. I know, like, but I don't know, And I hope he's doing good. I hope he's like, shit, I hope he's out. Shit, they start letting a lot of lifers out. But I don't know I don't know really that the rules for that. I don't know if, I know everybody didn't do it like Dubs and shit. Like, that motherfucker just went straight fucking foul to get out. I know they let out solid homies too, but I don't know what the protocol was for that. I don't know if, like, I have no idea. I just know they let out a lot of lifers, and there's solid lifers too, but I understand that they probably weren't just proing like dudes that were like super active and they're like stabbing the fuck out of everybody. But I don't know. I really don't know what it was to qualify to get out. I don't know nothing about that. I just know that a lot of lifers came home, and so I'm gonna leave it at that. And so I'm hoping he's one of them. So if you're watching, you know who I am, and like, hit me up. Or if one of your homies, they know who you are, let me know who it is. I mean, like, where he's at, how is he doing? Hopefully it's all good. Hopefully everything's everything. But see, it's just a quick little story, but that was one of like the dopest cellies I've had. And like, there's more to the story, there's more to him. But I can't go into everything, but I just wanted to just throw that out there because, like, shout out to Chiques, shout out to the homie, and everybody else. Like, much love to everybody. And that's just a quick little simple story about one of my cellies that he got done dirty. You know what I mean? Straight up. Like, you heard the story. Like, what the fuck? Like, everything that happened went wrong with him. So I hope somehow things ended up working out in a good way for all the shit he went through. So with that, I'm out. Peace out. And you know what's up? Radio tonight is definitely a late night. Dalegas.
Yeah. How that? Young
gun strapped up, creased up, white tee, Nikes, Lokes, brownies, and a screwdriver seat. West side swaggin', black ragging, one in the chamber, won't catch me lacking. Nah, I'm never slipping. For the ops, I got 17 shots, bang, bang, bang. This is Mouse, West Side, via locals gang. Concrete jungles full of nothing but troubles. Hustling, banging, slanging, 6 feet deep in rubble. Laced up with them cuffs, courtroom facing 10. Juvie camp in prison yards where time extends. Graduating with the scars, wasted years bring wasted tears. G's in here, shed no tears. G's in here, shed blood on tears. The weak pray for peace, so we give them pieces made of steel. There is no justice, just us, and that's for real. Remember days on the block, young and reckless, no fear in our hearts, just youth with disrespect. Now I'm older, wiser, but the streets still call. The memories linger, the shadows of the fall, from grace to disgrace. A story often told in these concrete jungles where hearts turn cold. Graduating with the scars, wasted years bring wasted tears. G's in here, shed no tears. G's in here, shed blood on tears. The weak pray for peace, so we give them pieces made of steel. There is no justice, just us, and that's for real. Young gun still riding, but the game done changed. The price of the streets a heavy toll to range. From creased up tees to prison stripes I've worn. A lesson learned, a life forever torn, yeah.